Hello, hello. Welcome to the Mystic Path. Today I'm feeling called, I don't do a lot of this on the channel, but I'm feeling called to do a twin flame energy update. So we're going to do that. I'm going to use the energy oracle cards. And then at the end, we'll get advice with the Beyond Lemuria deck. By Izzy Ivy, sorry. And then the Naked Heart Tarot by Jillian Wild for the reading. Radiant Rider Waite, if I need to clarify. I might not need to. The last few readings I've done have come in pretty clear, so I didn't need to do any clarifying. Okay. So, let's just get started here. All right. Twin flame energy update, please. Twin flame energy update. Okay, what is the energy for those watching? Whoa. Okay. For a second, all of them? Okay. Anything else? What's going on in the Twin Flame Collective right now? Okay. So we have second chakra, which is your sacral chakra. Archangel Ariel. And then we have community. Okay. So we have Archangel Ariel supporting the Twin Flame Collective right now. And I'm feeling a sense of like connection and community within the Twin Flame Collective right now. So let's just see. Can we get a storyline here for those watching? Let's do a past, present, future, please. Let's start with the past. Where are we coming from? Where are we coming from in the Twin Flame Collective? No. Okay. Too many. Where are we coming from in the collective? Okay. These are the ones. Page of Pentacles. Six of Pentacles. Would like to clarify, please? The Six of Pentacles, please clarify. Queen of Cups, clarifying the Six of Pentacles. So, this is what I'm hearing is where we're coming from. Those of you watching have been giving. In an immature way, I'm hearing. Giving love in an... Oh, I see. Okay, I just heard in a conditional way. So, okay, sorry, I'm getting all kinds of messages here. So I was about to say, no, okay, they're like, don't say it. Okay, so what I'm getting here is in the past, we're coming from an immature place of giving. You've been giving your love in an immature way, in a conditional way. Like your love has conditions. It's kind of what I'm hearing is, you don't do this for me, so I don't do this for you. I can't trust you because blah, blah, blah. Okay, that's what I'm hearing. That's where we're coming from. So let me I'm going to go ahead and pull the present energy to get a fuller story here so I can understand what's going on. So what's happening now in the Twin Flame Collective? What's happening in the Twin Flame Collective presently? Present energy. Anything else? Okay. Whoa. Wow. Okay. So this strikes me because in the last reading I just did about the current energy going on with this new moon coming up, there were a lot of butterflies in the cards, in the messages I was getting. They were telling stories about butterflies, and it's just crazy that I just got this butterfly card here. So the theme of transformation continues. So presently, what I'm getting is the 5 of Cups and Judgment. Okay. So what I'm feeling is whatever's happening is stagnant. I'm feeling things are not moving forward. They're not moving backwards. The reason is judgment. And I feel like that really felt, oh yeah, sorry, my nose is itching like crazy now. Okay, so this is what I'm getting loud and clear. In the past, you're coming from a place of not giving your love in an unconditional manner. There's a lot of conditions on your love, like I won't love you if you don't provide for me. I won't love you if you can't do these things. And then presently, there's a lot of judgment still happening here. Let me just get some clarification on the 5 of Cups. Please clarify the 5 of Cups. So, I'm being called to tell you, if this does not resonate with you, do not make it fit. Take the messages that resonate, leave the rest. If it also might not be you, it could be crisscrossed. So I keep saying you presently have a lot of judgment. It could be flipped. It could be the person you're dealing with. This is their energy. So if this isn't fully resonating for you, it might be that the energy's flipped and I'm reading whoever you're watching this reading about. Okay, so keep that in mind. They asked me to say it, so I feel like somebody watching, this is not about your energy, this is about the other person's energy. But for most of you watching, it's about your energy, so just keep that in mind. Process the messages coming through before you react, I'm hearing. Okay, so let's just clarify this 5 of Cups, please. Oh, not too many, huh? Can you clarify the 5 of Cups, please? Okay. Justice. Oh, I see. Okay. So presently there's some karma going on. I'm sorry, I just realized. Okay. So we're coming from a place of conditional love, not really giving freely. You are giving your love, but there's a lot, it's a very immature energy. There's a lot of conditions on it, I'm hearing. And then here we have in this present energy, there's like stagnation. This heart is like dying, right? Somebody's experiencing justice here. This judgment card is judgment, okay? So things are in like a holding pattern right now, and they're supposed to be, I'm hearing. They're supposed to be in a holding pattern because there are lessons either you need to learn or your, whoever it is you're watching this for, your partner, your lover, your twin flame. Whether that be the masculine or the masculine's watching, and I'm talking about the feminine. I'm not really getting whose energy it is, but what I'm hearing here is somebody in this situation, it's judgment day. Things are stagnant and not moving forward because they're not going to be able to move forward until you can get out of this conditional loving. That's what I keep hearing. Conditional loving is not going to be successful. All right, let's find out. What is the block here? What is the block here that is causing this immature giving of love? What is the block? Indecision is the block. Okay. So this, I know you don't want to hear this. I am also on the twin flame journey. I have been for the past. I've been on the awakening journey for about 14, almost 15 years. I've been on the twin flame journey for 10 years now. And it can be very rocky. And there are times where there's a lot of movement and things move forward and there's a lot of growth. And then there are times where things are just stagnant and there's no movement and there's no communication. And that is by design, I'm hearing. Okay, so presently, there's a lot of stagnation. There's not a lot of forward movement. That's because, one person in this dynamic is experiencing karma for the way they've treated people in the past. Okay, it's judgment day. Justice is coming. The universe is forcing this person to face the things they've done to hurt other people is what I'm hearing. And what's keeping this stagnant is the indecision. So whoever's experiencing this karma, whoever is experiencing, I'm hearing a taste of their own medicine. So this may not be you. This may be your twin flame counterpart. So just keep that in mind. If this is you, keep watching. We're going to look at the future energy and we're going to also get some advice cards. So the advice will probably help you work on getting out of this stagnant, non-movement, non-growth thing, okay? Now, they're wanting me to say, I mentioned earlier about how butterflies are about transformation and having a metamorphosis change, right? But this is the judgment card. So what I'm hearing is, this judgment and justice is going to bring about great change, which is amazing, okay? But that can't happen until you start making some decisions. You have to decide that you're going to work on these issues. Whatever it is the universe is showing to you. This is a general reading, so keep that in mind. It's going to be different for everybody. But let me use as an example, if you are somebody who ghosts people and you don't communicate with them and you don't tell them, you just stop abruptly communicating and you never talk to them again, and that's your way of like ending the relationship or breaking up with somebody, I'm like, that's going to be happening to you. You may be experiencing that right now, so that you know what it feels like. That's what I'm hearing. What's happening presently, the reason there's stagnation is because the universe is putting the smack down on, and it's giving you a taste of your own medicine so that you can start deciding, who do I want to be? Is this who I want to be? Sometimes the universe will give us a taste of our own medicine to show us what it feels like, because we may not know. We may be hurting people unconsciously and just going about our business. Like, I do know somebody, a friend of mine, who ghosts people constantly and doesn't even think twice about it and doesn't even think that like there's anything wrong with it. Like, and then recently, this is why I'm using this as an example, because that's what popped into my head. But recently, then it was done to him, and it crushed him because he really liked this person, and they gave him no explanation. They just stopped returning his calls, his texts, gave him no explanation, and it crushed him. And, he and I were talking about it, and I said, maybe this is the universe showing you how badly this hurts, because you've done this to how many people and you haven't even thought twice about it. And so this indecision is like, this stagnation is coming from the indecision of like not asking yourself. What I'm hearing is the way to get out of this stagnation is to start asking yourself, like start evaluating your behavior, looking in the mirror, and then asking yourself, is this who I want to be? Is this what I want to leave people with? Like, is that really how I want it to go? Like, I had a great experience with that person, and then I just ghosted them, and now forever I've left the impression on them that I'm not a caring, kind person. Okay, so that's what I'm hearing, is that this stagnation will continue because it's going to take judgment and justice to spur you into deciding who you're going to be. And then once you decide who you're going to be, then you can start this process of metamorphosis. That's what I'm hearing. Okay, so let's see what the future energy is. What is the future? Queen of Wands, Four of Cups. All right, popped out there. Okay, what is the future energy? Whoa. Anything else? Okay. And the Ace of Pentacles is at the bottom of the deck. So a new start towards stability, security. That's what I'm hearing. All right, the future energy. Ace of Cups. Three of Pentacles. The Sun. Best card in the deck. 10 of... Oh, yeah, okay. 10 of Pentacles. And the Fool. So what I'm getting here is, whatever issue it is for you. Now, keep in mind, the fact that I was talking about ghosting, that may not be what the issue is for you or your dynamic. I was just using that as an example, okay? But whatever the issue is, it's keeping you stagnant. We've kind of already talked about like giving love in an immature way. So you may kind of have to evaluate your behavior or your partner's behavior to figure out what, how they're actually giving in an immature way. Is it conditional? Is it withholding? Do they withhold their affection until they get their way, right? So whatever it is for you, you have to figure that out. Once you figure that out, if you can face it and be accountable for it, the future looks real bright. You're going to get a new beginning here in love. And there's going to be a lot of healing. You're going to start asking each other for help and talking out your issues and communicating. And that's going to give this dynamic and partnership a lot of stability and consistency, is what I'm hearing. So the future energy looks really good. It's just that presently, there's a lot of stagnation going on. So, if this reading is resonating with you, what I suggest is to start asking yourself the hard questions. Start looking for patterns of behaviors or beliefs in your relationships, in your past relationships. That may help you figure out maybe what pattern you may be repeating in this dynamic with your twin flame, okay? The future does look bright. However, it depends on getting out of this stagnation, okay? But it does look like if you guys can get out of this stagnation and start growing and making decisions for the future, you're going to get a new beginning. You're going to get teamwork. You're going to get healing. You're going to get consistency and stability, right? You like to hear that. So let us pull, what is the advice here? Let's get one card, please, for the advice. Let's get one card for the advice, please. Okay, we got the solar plexus chakra and freedom. Okay, so if you're not familiar with the chakras, you're going to want to look them up and get familiar. Look up the solar plexus chakra because this is where they're advising you do your work. Okay, the solar plexus has a lot to do with like independence, empowerment, worthiness. And it's interesting that freedom then came out because independence, worthiness, empowerment, all those things bring the feeling of freedom, right? So, and of course, we love a good dragonfly around here. Okay. So let's read the advice here. You're going to want to research and look into the solar plexus, and then you're going to want to start doing some exercises and some work to heal your solar plexus chakra. And then this is the advice we have. Living the life you love, liberation as a shift in perspective, the many facets of freedom, inviting enjoyment and inspiration to your life, discovering what freedom means to you, overcoming limitation, unbound creative expression, choice over obligation. Freedom means living as you choose, with your wings and heart open, able to direct your reality as you want. The quest for freedom in one form or another seems innate. And in Western culture, the path to freedom is often equated with money. Ironically, chasing wealth can have the opposite effect due to the lengths taken for it to be acquired. It is possible to weave a life in thriving alignment with our soul's calling while financially supporting our realities. You may picture freedom in its more extreme guises, but when we truly feel free, our lifestyles may not change drastically. It's more of a state of mind. The only change might be that you are choosing to live a certain way rather than feeling obligated. We may move through periods of life in a dazed blur of routine. What seems like the dream career or lifestyle may have become somewhat of a prison. We may feel stuck, blocked, or uninspired. We might know deep down that it's time to step into something different, but feel tied to what we have set up for ourselves, perhaps financially or because others depend on us. It may feel like something needs to change externally before you can make the step, but it usually doesn't work that way. As scary as it may seem, to get off a self-perpetuating spiral, we need to initiate our own change. Small changes that don't impinge on your work or family can be enough to tell the universe you are ready for something else. Think about where you might find inspiration. Then begin researching and try it out. Try a few new things. This will help shift the direction of your inner being. Before you know it, opportunities will start to open for you. It will then be your choice to follow a new path or to continue as you are. Letting go, trusting, and loving without limitation are also a big part of internal freedom. There are lots of ideas about what freedom can be. Having a framework for what it can be means even more freedom can flourish. Complete freedom can also be overwhelming, confusing, or ungrounding. Structure and security are friends of freedom. They support fun, safety, expansion, sustainability, and exciting possibility. And then again, this says, limitations begin as a state of mind. A shift of perspective can help bring a sense of lightness and choice. Also, ask yourself, what does freedom look like for you in the bigger picture of your life? If you are feeling stifled or stagnant in an environment, it is up to you to make a change. Add pleasurable moments or practices that cultivate a sense of great freedom in your day-to-day life. Okay, so I hope that helped. I feel like this advice is right on for what's going on with this present energy. If we want to get to all of this like healing, stability, teamwork, you're going to have to change your perspective. I feel like this is saying you're going to have to change. You're going to have to figure out what your limitations are. What is keeping you from giving love in this immature, conditional way? What keeps you doing that? Are these programs you've learned? Are they patterns? And then you have to start asking yourself, what is it going to take to deprogram those things? Because those beliefs and patterns and behaviors have gotten us here in this stagnant place where there's no movement and no happiness, I'm hearing. So I'm going to leave it there. I feel like this is good advice. We need to start evaluating for us what may be our limitations and then start making small shifts so we can get out of this stagnant area and move into this like healing, teamworky kind of area. And then I really do suggest you research the solar plexus chakra and things you can do to help clear the energy there and unblock it. Okay? I'm wishing you a wonderful rest of your day, rest of your week, rest of your month, whatever it is. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Enjoy your life. Use the small moments to find joy. And before you know it, you're on your way. Namaste.